Hello everyone. So in previous session we have discussed that how Panchayati Raj institution has evolved in India and how finally it got constitutionalized. In this session we will discuss the structure of Panchayati Raj institutions and what sort of functions it performs. So let's start. So basically Panchayati Raj institutions are divided into three tier structure. That is, first level is at district, then block, then comes the Gram Sabha. So although this might vary from state to state because Panchayati Raj institution is about local governance, so that's why it has to be contextual. But in general, it is being divided into three tier structure: district level, block level, and Gram Sabha level. At the Gram Sabha level is the base one, where the rural people are regulated for local governance, and there you will find the Panchayati Raj institution office, and at block level you will find the block office, and at district level you will find the district office or the DC office. So, whatever the policies and schemes are being introduced by the government, they trickle down to Gram Sabha, that is to Panchayati Raj institutions from the district office. First, everything gets checked and implemented at the district level. Then it goes down to block level and then to Gram Sabha level. Like at every level, for every level the programs are different. For district level, they have different set of programs. For block level, they have different set of programs, and for Gram Sabha, they have different set of programs. That totally depends upon the needs. Although certain programs are common at all the three levels, those are healthcare programs, education programs, sanitation and hygiene programs. But still, there are certain programs which are very contextual. And in the 11th schedule of our constitution, all the functions of Panchayati Raj institutions are being mentioned, and Panchayati Raj institution should perform total 29 different functions. Like they should implement the programs and schemes which are for those functions. And yes, elections are being held at each level. At block and district level, indirect election is held, and at Gram Sabha, direct election is held. And the head of the Gram Sabha, the one who looks after the village, is usually called Sarpanch, although this term also varies from state to state, village to village. So these are the 29 functions that has been listed in the 11th schedule of our constitution. And Panchayati Raj institutions is responsible to implement all the schemes related to these functions. Panchayati Raj institutions motivates grassroots level leadership. And why we need grassroots level leadership? To make our rural areas self-reliant, to prepare the youths to be the future leaders, and to empower the individuals at the grassroots level, those marginalized section of the society, those vulnerable communities, and yes, to bring the needed socio-economic movements, and yeah, also to attain the sustainable development goals. Yes, we will have a separate session on sustainable development goals. And for all these reasons, we need grassroots level leadership, and for which Panchayati Raj institutions provide a institutional framework and work as a regulatory body. And in this session, my dear friends, we have discussed in a brief manner the functions which are being performed by Panchayati Raj institutions, and the structure of Panchayati Raj institutions. Like this, all together, these three structures, that is district level, block level, and Gram Sabha level, are called as Panchayati Raj institutions. And under each Gram Sabha means Gram Sabha is usually a cluster of lots of small villages, and all those small villages have one Panchayati Raj institution. And the board of the governing body and the members which are supposed to be elected, who are supposed to be get elected, that vary from state to state. But these are as these are very as this is a very contextual concept, that's why I have discussed this in a very general manner. I would request all of you, try to do a secondary research on Panchayati Raj institutions of your state. If you are from Tamil Nadu, do a secondary research on Panchayati Raj institutions of your state of Tamil Nadu. If you are from West Bengal, do a secondary research on Panchayati Raj institutions from of West Bengal. So then you will understand that how this concept is very contextual and how this vary from state to state. So in our next session we will discuss a caselet, that is the tale of a model village. And my dear friends, please do come prepared. Please go through the caselet and then come for the next session. Till then, take care. Goodbye.